We ask visitors or anybody to check in and check out at the office. We have phones for visitors to be buzzed in at the buildings where we don't have vestibules that go straight into the office. Again, we ask, even at those vestibules, they're required to come through the office and check in. We have a Raptor system in all of our schools. You have to give your driver's license to a secretary. They run you through that to make sure that you're not on a child molester list or some other list that we wouldn't allow you to be in there. Ask you to let us know what you're doing with those. We have school resource officers. We have protocols for all kinds of different emergency situations, depending on whether it would be a natural disaster to a issue with somebody coming in trying to do harm. So we have a lot of different areas. We try to make sure that we have concentric rings. We're trying to get all of our playgrounds to where somebody just can't walk onto the playground during the school day and then piggyback in with a kid or anything like that, or take a kid off of the recess, any of those things. So try to get concentric rings of some security around them. And the biggest thing for us, again, and I shared this with the TV station yesterday, is that the see something, say something that we've asked people to kind of make sure that they're doing is, if you see something that's out of place or you hear something that's out of place, report it to school administration, report it to local law enforcement, and we also have our Safe to Tell that is anonymous, that they can report it there.
What is Safe to Tell for those who don't know?
Safe to Tell is a anonymous online tip line that is run by the state. I think all of the calls go into a central location, and it can be either a call. You can download the app on your phone, use the app to send us a tip. You can also use the internet to send us a tip. Anything that might be going on. Most of our tips, or the largest portion of our tips, revolve around self-harm and possible suicides, and so we think that we've done some work there in being able to take care of some students that have had some difficulties and possibly thought about harming themselves.
Now, you also work closely with local law enforcement, is that correct?
Absolutely. We have school resource officers from both the sheriff's office and the local police department. They do training with us. They help us with our security plans. They keep us informed if there's something going on in the neighborhood, and we might go into a shelter in place where we keep all the students inside if they're doing something in the neighborhood where there might be something that would harm somebody if they were outside. So yeah, we have a really good relationship with them, and they do a great job of working back and forth with us and helping us out and trying to make sure that we're safe there.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but from my memory here, it seems like you do have two types of lockdown. Is that right?
Well, we would have a secure perimeter, which is we continue to teach, we continue to do whatever we need to do whenever we're doing that. So it's not a specific lockdown. But then when we do go into a lockdown, that would be that we would lock all of our doors. We don't teach. We would ask that our teachers make sure that they take care of the students, make sure we know where students are, do accountability for them then, so that we can do the best job that we can if there's something that's in harm's way inside the building. Okay.
Dr. Brown, is there anything else you'd like to say about school security or any measures you're taking in that regard?
No, just again, I just want to reiterate that, our biggest way of making sure that we keep schools safe is getting communication from our students and from our parents and from our community. Again, if you suspect something, we'd much rather look into it, ask our local law enforcement to look into it, and they don't wait. If we think there's something that's going to go on, our local law enforcement will go out whenever they get that information and check it out for us.
So if somebody sees something, should they call the cops or call the local school?
Again, I would say that depends on the issue. If they think that there's a threat to students or the school or something, definitely call local law enforcement or the tip line or the school. I mean, local law enforcement there. If it's something that's lower level, like some harassment or something like that, and it's not imminent, we would feel very comfortable getting the call at the school. But really, any of the three that you call there, that information is going to get to the right person.